Hey everybody, welcome back to the Between Sets podcast. So sorry this episode took me so long to get out. It's been a crazy week in my life. I will also note that we kind of abruptly end this podcast because we start talking about some things that cannot be shared online to everybody. So I will link M's social media in the caption if you guys are wanting to find her online. She's wonderful. And everything we talk about in this podcast is definitely something I think that every competitor should hear. And once again, if you love this podcast, please share it with somebody and subscribe. It really, really helps me to grow, and I would really appreciate it. So let's dive in. Let me know, can you hear the vacuum in the background?
Not at all. I'm trying to fucking shovel down this food.
Oh my god, take your time. Eat your food. You're fine. I literally am not in a rush at
This is
all.
my first meal of the day. It's fucking 2 o'clock.
Dude, what? I've had like
Oh
four.
yeah, that's because I've had a day. I had a really long morning. Although I had a cheat meal last night and no, it wasn't bad, but because we ate late, and then it just doesn't make you hungry in the morning.
Yeah, what'd you have?
We ordered Milestones because I didn't want to feel like shit, but
Yeah.
we also had Mr. Puffs.
I don't know what that is.
It's like donut holes.
Like mini beaver tails.
This is the perfect way to start this off season, enjoying your off season body. You're like, let me just shovel this food in. Also, I had donut holes.
Fully, that is literally my life. I can't wait to talk about it because I feel like I never feel guilty. Ever.
Oh my God, that's so good. This is my first year. I'm really excited to talk about it with you because the previous years I've competed have been really hard post show and like struggling with body image and stuff like that. This is the first year I've come out of prep and I'm just like, I just want to feel good. Like I'm so sick of feeling like shit and not being able to like live my life without like walking up the stairs was
It's like
impossible in prep.
it's like exhausting.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Why don't you eat when you're on the podcast? Who gives a fuck?
I don't want to eat when I'm on a podcast. Okay.
Oh my god, I was shoveling food in my mouth last time too.
What?
I don't even care.
Okay.
What the fuck is
No.
that? Oh my gosh.
I just put hot water
Ah,
by accident.
hot?
With
Go put cold water in it, you
It's okay.
freak. Not the meal.
It tastes like peach pea. That's good. Peach pea, because I accidentally put hot water in Stanley, and the thing is it's like incubating it to be warmer. So that's good. I'm ready.
Love your vibes. Okay, the chaos. That's how I live.
Oh, it's
literally
technically
how I
already
live.
recording, so this is good.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to clip this whole part. That's like tastes like peach piss.
Piss. Welcome to
Welcome to the Between Sets
I
podcast.
love this. I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
I'm seriously so happy you're here. Thank you for doing this, truly. Like, so many people are going to benefit from this episode. It breaks my heart to see girls on Instagram that are just so attached
Right.
to their prep body, their stage lean. Like, it's so sad. And I'm like, it's not a way to live and it's not sustainable and you can't compete long. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say you can't because look at Ashley Kay. Like, she's superhuman for real. I don't know how.
That's like a rarity, honestly. I feel like that's a rarity. We were just chatting about like this last night, and we're like, Pat was like, "You're one injury away from losing bodybuilding," and I was like,
When you're
Yeah.
that lean.
"Yeah." I mean, even in general, like if you get into an accident, like there's that girl in Edmonton who got into an accident. Like you can't tie your life to bodybuilding, and if you do, that's all you have, and you need to have more.
So true. That girl is such an inspiration. I cannot even believe
So scary.
like how positive she is. It's so scary how fast life changes and like you have no control.
I'd be a wreck. I think I'd
Yeah.
honestly be a wreck. So I mean, she definitely has her hard days. Like being a nurse and knowing that like I've had actually a few people who are Instagram famous or like influential people that I've taken care of at the hospital, and like obviously it's confidential and stuff like that. But I see like them post, and then I see them behind closed doors, and I'm like, you have your hard days. So
Everyone does. Nobody actually knows what anyone's going through. That's so true.
it's right.
All right. Okay. Well, first thing I want to do is get everybody up to speed with who you are. I'm sure everyone that listens to this, once we share it, probably follows you on Instagram
Maybe.
because you're amazing. You're amazing, truly. I am like blown away that you want to do this with me. And I remember when M she was like she sent me your profile one time. She's like, "Can you believe I'm friends with this girl?" I was like, "No. What the
I'm
fuck?"
dead. I love Em. She's honestly great.
I know.
I think I just,
I
yeah,
know.
I don't view myself like that at all. I'm just like, I'm just a girl.
Yeah, I know. I know, and that's how everybody is. Like they don't think that they're all
Mhm.
that, and it's well, I mean some people do, but
Fair.
so I want to get everybody up to speed with who you are. How long have you been competing for? When was your first show?
So in 2021 of February, this was like the tail end of COVID. I just like was skinny fat, I guess. Not sure if that's a good word to say, but honestly, that's how I felt. And I was like, I just need to join a team to have that like sense of belonging. And so I think I'm gonna just start with nutrition and training and have someone guide me like as a coach. So I joined Jack's Physiques back in like February of 2021, and I had no like inkling to compete at all. But my brother was a competitor, and he already turned pro in 2019. So I was like, you know what? I will never compete because that's just crazy. I could never give food up in that sense of like, because I'm such a
Yeah.
foodie, and we'll talk about that later. But I was like, there's no way. And then I just started following a diet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love seeing my body transform. Like, this is so cool. And then, like, I want to say a month in, um, Rob and Jess, who were both the coaches, were like, do a bikini front pose. Like, we want to see how you look. And I was like, okay. And like I did it and they were like, oh my God, you need to compete. So I was like, really? And they're like, you're following a diet. You have been for months. So let's get you into the Ottawa Naturals. And that was supposed to be in like June, because I think that's when it normally is. And then COVID pushed it. So I ended up doing a 26-week natural prep for my very first time. Never had an off season before. Like that wasn't a thing, or like a pre bulk. So like I just cut. And I was a ballerina for like 16 years. So I had like no muscle. And then I jumped into this. So I first started training fully in 2021. And that was my first show.
Was that this year?
That was a year later.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
22.
I don't even think I posted. No, I never really posted.
No.
No, I never posted my first show. That was my first show, The Believe. I got signed with Believe. Yes.
Here.
Is that 2021? I know.
190 weeks ago, April 5th, 2022. It was probably your first year like photo, but just not
Yes.
posted
'Cause
until later, I would
that was for my
assume.
first show. And so I did the Ottawa and I came first in my class, but man, I had no muscle like but I enjoyed it and like I had no expectations. I was like this is so fun. And it reminded me of dance because of being on stage. So I took a year off and then competed naturally again at the pro qualifier in 2022, so exactly a year later. And I was with a different coach then because Jack's Physiques actually like stopped doing competition clients. Yeah,
Really?
so I prepped or my brother prepped me for like the first, I want to say like 12 weeks, and then the remainder, maybe 4 weeks. I was with Julian Jeffrey on, like Jujoff. He brought me
Yeah.
into this show because I was like, help, I can't do it myself. Which kudos to you. I could never ever like yeah, I could never go into it like I can't prep myself.
Well, and see, yeah, I prepped myself, but my boyfriend was a huge help in that, like helping me see things clearly because he watched me prep last
Mm-hmm.
year. So he was able to say, like, okay, we look kind of on, like, obviously not, he's
Right.
never prepped
But you know,
anybody and isn't a coach, but yeah, so he knows me, but I will never prep myself again. It was the
hard.
most stressful thing I've ever done, trying to make those calls.
Oh,
And then peak week was so overwhelming because I was just like,
oh my
what the
goodness.
fuck am I even doing? Like, I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
so like I don't
I was so
yeah, I
underfed.
don't know how you did
Like,
it. Well, yeah, because like you need that like second set of eyes. Then when you're on prep, you have prep brain. So it's just like I would stress out
oh my
because
God,
I need
never again.
someone to be like, this is what you're doing, follow. So I don't think.
Yeah. And honestly, like my previous years coming out of my shows, I've always like fallen off my plan, done
Same.
macros and everything like that. This year, I am so like on plan
Yay.
because I was by myself for so long this season that I'm just like so fine taking orders. I'm just like, tell me what to do. I don't care.
Exactly.
Like, I'll eat the same chicken, rice, almond butter meal,
Every day.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, 7 days a
Yeah.
week. I don't know.
Ex-
Yeah. So it definitely helped me with my perspective on like the value of having a
Yeah.
coach. And
It's
that was really
a
good. Yeah.
coach for a coach is needed. Like just for the accountability and like just having someone to like whip you back into place, you know?
Oh yeah.
So,
Especially someone like Rye, like he's so willing to help
yeah.
me with my own clients
Oh,
too. He's like, send them to me, like I'll help you prep them. I'm like, you're incredible.
it's
So
needed.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
2022. And then after that, I was like I placed third. Well, technically if you look at the scorecard, I placed second because first place got disqualified.
Was this the
Yes,
year?
no comment. So I placed second, I guess I could say, but I have a third place medal in my house, but I placed second on paper. So I think that was the year that just like I remember finishing and I was like, I'm done with competing. That was my mindset. Yeah. I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna hang up my shoes, like, because I don't like what was that? And I just felt kind of just like down on myself because I was like, I don't want to move to open and I don't have enough muscle to like I was very logical and very clear. Like I was not I had no brain fog. I knew that I was small, but I was like I have I think a bikini shape of what they eventually want, but I was like if is this is not like a winner. And I'm so competitive and I remember you and M talked about that too when it like comes to like in sports or like being in dance. I was like I don't want to go on stage just to do okay. Like I do want to win. And so I was like this is I either need to like hang up the heels or like take some time off with no date in mind and just feel ready when I'm ready. So
This was when you took your off
that's
season
when I started
before
after the
was
show.
2022. That's
Yeah, so I didn't step
crazy.
on
That is so
Mhm.
long.
Yeah, so I didn't step on stage again, and not to mention, I did it all myself. That 3 years of off season. Yeah, I didn't have a single coach. Yeah, so that was pretty sick. And like the thing is after this, I was actually in nursing school when I did the show. So that was a very hard prep. So I was like, I think because it was such a hard prep, like I treated Pat not great because I was so like bitchy, and I was like, this is not how I want to do a prep. Like this is not enjoyable. And so if I want to compete again, I need to have a good, solid foundation so that I'm not like in the rut of like feeling like crap. Like my hormones here were horrible because one, I was natural, so I had no estrogen. And my skin was breaking out and my digestion was sluggish. I was like, the reason why I think what made me pivot was I was like, I can't wait to lift. And I just don't view an off season as, oh my God, I'm gonna gain weight. I just was like, I can't wait to push weight and push food and I can't wait to look different. And that's every off season I view.
Yeah.
I never view it as something scary, ever.
That's so good. And you should be excited about it because this is what bodybuilding is the off season where you're building. So you can come in the next year different. You don't, the worst thing is when you get on stage and you're worse or you're the same because that's really what you're setting yourself up
Yeah.
for, right?
And that's why is like you come in either worse or the same because your off season was either not long enough or it wasn't well executed. And so I was like, I'm taking off season. I want to grow. I want to enjoy food. I want to finish my degree. And like, yeah, I think that's the pivoting point, whereas I was like, I just need to finish my degree, get into my career, and just have better balance and kind of see where it takes me. So I didn't have a plan. I wasn't like, I'm going to take 3 years and then do Toronto. That wasn't how it looked
Yeah.
at all.
It was just grow until you were ready to get on stage and had a solid foundation around you,
Yeah.
right? Perfect environment to actually prep without the additional stress of being in school and things like
Yeah.
that. So what I guess when was the turning point when you decided you were ready to compete
Ooh,
again?
okay, so 2022 August, that's when I started my off season and I didn't reverse. I didn't reverse at all. I'll be honest with you. How many shows have I done? One, one, and then two. I've had like two off seasons, I guess, because I had a year between the natural and then 3 years between when I went open. And so both of those off seasons, I never followed a reverse. I will tell you right now, I hit protein goal, and that was it. I focused on protein goal, and then obviously eating what my body wanted. And a lot of the times, it came with things like going to McDonald's. Like I didn't care. I was like, what did I do for the first off season year? I think I just moved to Calgary, like when I started nursing school. And so I would train really late at night because that's the only time I would get when I was finishing up nursing school was like 10 p.m. And I was like, oh, I just like need a burger. Like I know my calories were so low. And I think I went to A&W at least 3 times a week and had burgers. And like, yeah.
I
And I
love
was like, I can't go to
this.
McDonald's because like I know I'll feel bad. Like you just like feel kind of gross because a lot of it's like processed, right? Whereas A&W, like their meat's good. They don't use processed cheese. And so
I'm the biggest stan of
I was like,
A&W. Give
A&W
me a
threw me.
double mama burger with cheese right now. I'm gonna go get some after this. After this conversation, I'm like, Emily said
Man, I think
that
that's what
she didn't
threw
even
me.
care, so I don't even fucking care.
I think it was the uncle burger and the teen burger really just like solidified the glute
Mm,
gains. But yeah, I think the first year of off season I was like kind of just finishing up nursing. I was like, I'll go to the gym. I hit like four times a week and like wasn't really tracking food. And then after that, I was like, okay, time to get serious and like actually like track food and hit the gym. So I was pushing really hard. And then that's when I started really seeing my body change was 2024. Like that year, I was like, whoa, I'm like transforming. And that was, yeah, was it this year? Yeah, that year. And I was like, whoa, like I'm getting muscle that looks dense now. And that's what I wanted. I didn't
yeah.
like here's the thing when you do like a year off season, and I think this will help people with like wanting to do a bit longer. But when you do a year, you develop muscle, and especially as an enhanced, it stays typically when you do prep. But it wasn't mature muscle. Mature muscle takes so much time. So I was like, I need to keep going because I want this muscle to stick and be dense. And it's funny because when I did Alberta Open, I remember Rudy was like, you have really dense muscle. And I was like, no way. Yes. And so that was a huge compliment to me because I was like, hell yeah, like I did that. Like that's sick. And then I think I was starting to feel ready, and it's so funny because I always wanted to join James, like Team Atlas. I was like, he has a great track record, but he's expensive, and I didn't know if I was ready, right? Like, and so he messaged me a few times and was like, when are you joining? When are you joining? And I was like, next month. Next month. I was one of those. And I just never did. And then I don't know if you know this, but in September of 2024, I actually like was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can afford James. Like, it's just too much. So I pivoted and I went to Kim Odo, like Kim Bodo or whatever, like Body by O.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
really posted about it a lot.
Yeah.
I went to him for like 3 months. Just wasn't a good fit, and I left early. I like terminated my plan, didn't get money back. Like I was just like, I'm not staying in something that I don't feel we have a good connection with. So, and I wanted to turn pro. I was like, listen, I think I have the muscle now, and I want to see what it's like. So I actually like wasn't like set on a show. I was like, let's prep and see if I can do this show in mind and see how I look. But I'm not buying
Yeah.
anything yet. So I didn't like how I was looking because we were like dieting down. And I was like, why are we dieting down? Like my body fat's good. I want to grow. And so I was like, I just don't think we're aligning. So I messaged James. I hopped on a call and he was like, we need to feed you. Like your metabolism's fast. And I was like, thank you. That's what I think. And started with James November 14th. So literally a year ago. And
I love
yeah,
that. Watching him take Ari
dude.
from whatever the hell Pro Physique
Right?
Code
Yes.
Paul did to her to like her like debut back with
She regressed.
Atlas. that was huge to watch him like take that transformation in such a short period of time, just like manipulating her food upwards. I remember watching that and I was just like, this is crazy to see how different this girl one looked from being sixth place at the Olympia to regressing to literally looking like she would have even have gone pro on a national
Yes.
stage to like a few weeks later like coming in so completely
So
different.
different.
It was crazy to watch
You
that
know
happen.
what? Now that you say that, I think I saw her transformation and I kept going back to her and I was like, this is insane. His track record for like growth within the joining period of like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, I was like, this is nuts. This is nuts. And so, yeah, I joined. We did 3 months of an off season and then started prep, but like it was a clean bulk. Like he was like, we need to just like put on tissue, but you need to be eating clean 35, 3,600 calories, I think I was eating. It was great. It was great.
Good. I love that.
So, yeah, that's when I joined him and I was like, this is my goal in mind. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I will 90, I think he said 90% turn you pro. And I was like, I said to him, I was like, if I'm not ready, do not put me in that show. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like very, I was like, I don't want to say I had any like confidence in myself. I don't think I did. I was like dieting down and I was like, I called him 3 times, hey, throughout my prep. And I was like, we're not going. I said, I'm going on vacation. I'm not going, right? I can vouch.
He was telling you that.
Literally dying because I remember texting you or messaging you on Instagram on your show day and I was like, congrats on your pro card in the morning because I swear to God, I can
Sense
always
it.
like see it before it happens. I'm like, this girl's going pro, this girl's going. I'd bet
Yeah,
money
I
because every
swear.
time I fucking
You
bet
get
it,
it?
it happens. And I was just like, she's getting it. When Andy got it, I was like, nah, she's going pro today. Like, she's like, you can just see it.
I
I
know, and
don't
I feel
know.
like I can see it
But
in
that's
others.
so
I can see it in
funny.
others, and then I was like, I can't see this in myself. And like Pat bought my belt
2 months
literally
out
2 months prior.
and said, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
pro.
And I was like, I'm not, like, I'm way too small. Like, this is, like, I don't feel ready. Like, take me out. And then he would be like, Emily, you're an idiot. Stop. And I was like, no, like, seriously, I'm having a crash out right now. Like, do not put me in this show. He's like, you're doing it. I'm like, ugh. So that was me, I think, I think almost every day.
James didn't even know how I could do it.
Oh yeah, he's like, are you paying Patrick to be your therapist? And I was like, I should be, hey?
So it's so good you had such rock solid belief in you from the people around you, because had you not, like, you probably wouldn't have done the show, and look at how it went. So
I was like,
obviously, it's so,
No, when
dude,
yeah,
I was in
it's
shock.
so important to be
he
surrounded
did
by
the show,
people who believe in you more than
That's
you do.
exactly what I said at the end of this prep. I was like, you guys believed in me more than I believed in myself. And if that's not a support system, I don't know what is. Cause I like when it happened, okay, so it's so funny because when I got off stage for Alberta Open, um, Pat was like, you look insane, like you're winning the show. And I was like, really? Like, okay. I was like, yeah, like
Look
I
at
saw
you.
this.
Like, are you fucking
I was like,
kidding?
whoa, I look great. Like, this is cool. But then I was like, are you sure? Like, I look good? Like, whatever. Like, who knows? And then I won the show, and then I won the like Iron Lore, which that I think meant more to me than the overall because it was just like a different type of trophy. It was like the pro panel of girls who got to choose who won that. Yeah.
you gotta pose down.
So like we had a pose down.
So
Yeah, and it was
cool.
like, who was it? Nicole Drobot, Whitney LeBreau, Sarah Plowman, all them, and they were the ones who picked the winner. And so when they came up on stage, and there was another figure girl, I forget her name, but yeah, she came up on stage, one of them, and was like, "You're gonna like, you look pro," and then I just like get really awkward when I get like, it's like that expectation, you know, and so I was like, "Oh, haha," like, I hope so. Yeah, because like maybe,
Well, you got feedback from Rudy.
yeah, feedback from Rudy, my quads were too split. And I was like, and then he's like, but conditioning from the
Yeah,
back
that's
looked
why I
good.
lost.
Yeah, right? And you're like, conditioning,
Dude, my quad split and he was like, get the
yes,
fuck out of
yes.
here. And I was
And
like,
you're like,
okay.
okay, well, like,
Oh, you just
also,
pose it different.
yeah, it's hard though to pose it because like I was told, excuse me, to try and not like walk and lock my knees so that it didn't flex the quad. So like during finals, because I got the feedback like halfway through, and like he was like try not to like lock your knee in, and then I was like walking bending during finals, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm still splitting like. So, and
Yeah.
I ate like so much. We refed me 2 weeks prior into the show every single day.
Before Alberta
Yeah,
Open or
before Alberta
before
Open. So I was eating, I'm not even kidding you,
Jesus.
on top of my base diet, and I only went as low as 1500 and 40 cardio or 30 cardio. I was eating on top of my base diet, uh, 600 grams of rice extra in a day, plus 20 times 6 peanut butter. Yeah.
Just drink the freaking tub of peanut butter,
Fully.
dude. That's insane. That is so much food. It's such a mind fuck bikini because it's like you're like get lean, get lean, get lean, and then it's like all of a sudden you're like, okay,
Yeah.
time to eat everything.
Yeah.
Like
What?
you're just like, oh, I'm fat.
And it tastes so good though. Like you're like, this nut butter is phenomenal. Like, oh,
Oh my God, I have almond butter right now with like all my meals, coconut oil with all my meals. I'm like,
those are my two favorite fats. I just like peanut butter now because I had it so much during my first prep. That like almond butter,
same.
so good.
I don't, it goes so good with like savory foods too. Like
Yes,
chicken and rice and almond butter is
elite,
actual
elite.
crack.
That's
Like
exactly what I was having. Like I drizzle
it's
it.
so, yeah. Have you had it with soy sauce?
No, but I've had peanut butter with soy sauce.
Yeah, do the almond butter with
Oh,
soy sauce. It's
yeah, elite.
nuts. Sea salt, it's so good. It's
I
so
need to
good.
try.
Yeah, so you won the overall, you won the Iron Lore at the
Yeah,
show. And then Nationals was 2 weeks
yeah.
later?
No, it was a week later,
Or
and dude, like scrubbing off that tan was a nightmare because like this tan is from Shoppers, so like I'm naturally like a ghost.
that's the one you're on
Yeah,
right
this one's
now?
Shoppers Drug Mart.
Like the one you're wearing? Yeah, I'm really ghosty too. I
So
love
like
that.
it took me 3 days to scrub off that tan and then retan. And like get this, like he made me purchase a bottle of Protan to tan before my tan because when I was at the Natural Nationals in 2022, I got 9 coats of tan. 9. My skin drinks it. So like, yeah. Um,
Crazy. I tan in a bed
I
before
can't.
just because I'm
I
so white.
literally can't. No,
No?
my mom and my dad, like, we have a history of skin cancer, so I was like, I can't do it.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
do
so I
that.
was like,
Don't do that.
okay, I'll bite the bullet. Honestly, the Protan was really good, but my mindset was like very just like simple as if I wasn't going to win the overall with a week time frame, like if there was a few weeks, prior and I won my class, then maybe it would be different, but I was like I need to win the overall if I'm doing Toronto. Because I said if I don't win the overall, I'm not doing Toronto. And so he was like, I'll get you the overall. We got the overall. And then when I went to Toronto, I remember seeing James in person. And like he's seen me in person before, but not until like this whole change of look. And then I remember walking into his room for check-ins and he's like, "Oh my God, like you look way bigger in person." And I was like, "Yes." So then I was like,
That is the
yeah.
best
And
thing.
he always told me, he's like, your back shot needs more density when I would check in. And I'm like, damn it, like that's like the winning thing, right? So I was like, and then when I saw him in person, he's like, oh my God, like your back shot's actually strong. So I was like, hell yeah, like, and then, but like James never overhyped me. It was always like very serious to me. He was like, I think we can get you to win. Even after we did prejudging, he's like, I'm 98% certain that you've got it based off how you look. And I was like, you're not 100%. And I was like freaking out. I was like, you're not 100%. He's like, no. I'm like, he's like,
This was still at Alberta Open or at
no,
Toronto?
Toronto. And I was like,
Toronto.
dude, what? I'm like, okay. And like, you don't see yourself in the comparison round, right? Like, you're on stage. And I don't look at other girls backstage. Like, I had a great time backstage. I had my headphones in, I was vibing, I was taking pics with other girls, like just friendly, but I wasn't like in my head this time around.
It's what you want to be. Yeah. That's so at Alberta Open, was there like even a battle? Because I just feel like you were just like you walked out, took the fucking trophy and left.
Pat,
Like,
like, well, James texted me and he's like, I think you were in a league of your own on stage, and other people were telling me that. And then like, I mean, Pat's like, Pat's my fiance. He's like gonna like say things like this even if he like doesn't, you know. So like to me, I was like, I don't trust you right now. Give me someone else who's super like just, you know, it's not like it's objective, right? So I was like, give me someone else's. And so yeah, the judges were just like, yeah, you're in a league of your own, like do Toronto. And I was like, okay, sounds good. So I was like, I was very
Amazing.
happy. I was just like overwhelmed. And then Toronto was just like so sick. Like I just wasn't expecting it. Cause like no one knew who I was because I wasn't like a seasoned competitor. So I had people being like,
Well, you took so much time off too, so it's like I didn't know who you were. I didn't even know like you were in the
yeah,
industry until
yeah,
this year, and then I was like, "Oh, she's been around for like
yeah,
ever." Like, but you just took a
yeah,
long off
yeah,
season, which is
yeah.
yeah,
So
crazy. It's like you just came out of the woodworks and
that's what I wanted. I was like I remember someone went up to or was like in the crowd or something of some sorts and like was just like, where did she even come from? We didn't even know she was competing this week. And like we're kind of pissed and I was just like, eh. Sorry. So it was
no, when you won, I was like, "Wow, good thing I didn't do the show." 'Cause
there's
there's no fucking way, bro.
it's so fun. Like, you know, you always are told by your coach, like, you have this chance, like, I think you're going to do so well, but there's the odd chance that someone that you know, underdog is going to show up and take the show. And like, I was like, well, you know, I haven't competed. No one knows that I'm really doing it. So let's be that underdog, I guess, that like is like, who the heck is she? So it was so
I love
wild.
that.
Yeah. I still can't believe it. I'm like, it was pretty quick. It was just like so now I'm scared. I'm like at the bottom of the totem pole.
Is there anything that you can kind of directly relate the feeling of taking that pro card to? Does anything in your life compare?
No, no, like not at all. It's so mm-mm. It's different. It's like such a different feeling. Like you almost you don't it doesn't you don't it doesn't sink in the moment you get it. Like it was like fever dream. I was like this is like I couldn't get a good shot of me finishing on stage because I was like, what is going on? So half my shots are my eyes closed, me holding up the card, like crying. I was like, what is going on? Because, dude, in the overall, there's girls that have been seasoned competitors that always take their class. There was
Yeah.
like Roxy, there was Luba, there was who else was there? There was like all these girls were overall winners at shows. I was like as soon as I heard who won each class, I was like, well, let's go, guys. And then like I was backstage, and like the thing is when you go to the overall, you win your class, and you don't go out to see family, you stay backstage. And so
Yeah. Oh no, it's so
it's so
fast
fast.
too. Like,
And so I was like backstage, and
mhm.
honestly, I was just like, let's do this. Like, let's just like have fun. Like, you just like won your class. Like, this is so sick. Like, that is a huge accomplishment. Like, there was, I think, 60 girls in the show, and I was like, let's do it. There's two cards, there's six of us on stage. So, like, that's a good chance. Like, let's see. And, like, also Tyler Mannion being the judge was like insane. Insane because a lot of people are like, oh, there's politics. I'm like, there's no politics with Tyler, guys. Like, there's no pull, there's nothing. So I was like,
Why I love this
yeah,
show
same.
is because it's usually him that judges. He was the one that judged me my first
Oh,
year, and the feedback I got from him was so
girl.
like cut straight forward. He was like delts, glutes, density, build it up. I was like,
Yes.
easy. Now my feedback, it's like get leaner, and then I come in leaner, and they're like, you're too
Oh
lean,
my
and I'm like, what
gosh.
the fuck do you guys want
Yes.
from me? Like I don't even know
It's
anymore.
that's so
And this comes up in every
oh my God, it's
podcast.
so
So
that's hard though, because then it's just like you're this close, right? Because you're like, it's a matter of body fat percentage at this point. And you're like,
mhm.
or like water
And what
manipulation.
that judge wants that day.
Sorry,
Hmm. And what that judge wants that day.
of
Just
the
because,
lineup that is
like,
in front of them. I will always say that.
the decision can be
Yep.
swayed, like, so easily by who you're standing next
Amen.
to. And that's why this is the show I'm gunning for this year is Toronto,
Yes.
and then if I don't get it at Toronto, I'm gonna do North
Oh,
Americans because I'm I'm so tired of going show to show like couple of weeks in between and my feedback just not even
yeah.
lining up, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't even know what we're doing anymore.
Mhm.
So that's the plan for me,
I
but
love that, and North Americans is such a good show. So it's so fun. And,
yeah, I'm excited to go to
and you
the
know what's funny
States.
is I said to myself, I was like, okay, so if we don't win Toronto, let's go to North Americans. And he's like, stop talking about that. And I was like, okay. He's like, you're gonna get it. Like, no. And I'm like, yeah, but that was my plan was Toronto, and then if not North Americans. But like, I just wanted a class win, and I think my mentality was never ever a pro card, and I wanted to mention that it was always just I want to look absolutely insane. I want to like that's what I wanted. Like win or lose, like if you look absolutely insane, why would you be upset? Like, like honest to God. And I said
No, I can completely
and when
agree.
it's your time to win, you'll
It's
look back at your physique and be like, I'm super proud of that.
mhm.
And you're like, that looks
Yeah, I don't look at my loss this year and think, oh, I lost, because I look at my stage shots and I'm like, that's fucking
insane.
crazy. Like, I don't even know who that is. Like,
And the
okay.
suit color and the hair was just like chef kiss. I loved it.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. I
I
appreciate that.
love it.
That's definitely my best look
I
for
agree.
sure when I was in Van
I
this
agree.
year. Yeah, and so I'm just really excited to bring that somewhere else and to hear from you saying that it was never about the card. That's the biggest lesson that I myself took away from this season, and Emily, like we talked about it in
Yeah.
the last episode, is like no matter what, I'm waking up, I'm still gonna do the
Yes.
same shit. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
And this
Like,
prep was like
just
so
grind.
enjoyable for me. Like I really, really liked it. I took 2 weeks off from the hospital before. The hospital shifts were hard. Like I was like, James, my legs are sore. Oh, my training split was also to mention 5 leg days a week and one back day. My shoulders were taken away. So um, yeah. And then going to work at the hospital after because I would do a lot of evening shifts. So 11, 8, 9 a.m. I'd get up, go to the gym, around 11, 12, leave from the gym straight to the hospital and go to work. Man, I was like, James, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm like so sore. He's like, push through. I'm like, okay, like I will. I literally do whatever. And like there was no rest days. I think I got sick once and I like had tomato soup for the day. I was like, this is not going to set me back. Like I wasn't freaking out, but like about it. And I was just yeah, I was like, I need 2 weeks off, but it was so enjoyable. I never really felt like, I don't know, it was very different. Like, I had a feeling in my bones, and I kept saying that. It's so funny when I would see Em in the posing room, I was like, I have a good feeling about this year, but I don't know. That was fully like the motto. Like, I just have a good feeling.
It's just a feeling, yeah.
And like,
Oh, I love that so
yeah,
much.
it was I don't even know what I was gonna say next, but honestly I was just like, let's aim for that and see. And since Tyler was the okay, yeah, what I was getting to was Tyler was the head judge. We came on for overalls and I loved his show by the way because he got rid of my like stage jitters because he would have you come out first instead of doing your routine first. So did the lineup, showed you, then you got to do individuals. It was amazing.
So
Oh my
much
God.
better.
I got rid of the jitters and then come my routine, I felt so much more at ease. And then we did comparisons and then when we fast forwarded to the overall, he didn't change the lineup. It was like A B C D E F. So he never put people around and so girl, I was on stage and I look probably cool as a cucumber, but I knew that I was not in the first or second place. I knew it.
Yeah.
I was standing there and I was like, I'm in third, like, or fourth or whatever. I think I was in fourth. And I was like, okay, I'm in fourth, like maybe, but you didn't get it. And I like was standing on the side. And I think that's why I looked so shocked because I was like, what just happened? And like, and the overall, I was like, that's insane. And I'm going to be completely honest, even to this day, like, I have such like I think I just like don't have enough faith in myself that I look back and I'm like, how did I even win the overall? Like, are you sure? I'm dead serious.
Like,
Yeah.
hello?
I'm like, and then Pal will be like, you won the overall, dude. Like, and I was like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
Mhm.
so, actually. It's been a few months. I'm still not
Yeah,
totally
I'm like, are you
sure.
guys sure? Like, what? So Tyler wanted me to do the show the next day, and I didn't because I wanted to watch Pat, and I was like, I just want to like I want to absorb the feeling of a win and not going on stage and have that be my like, you know. I also wanted my pro debut look to be very different, hence the hair change.
I want to
Yeah.
emphasize the fact that Em still doesn't think she can make first callouts and stuff. And I keep every time I speak to someone about her, I'm like, listen, she's probably and she will qualify before me, before her brother, before like a lot of us that have dreamed of going
Yeah.
to Olympia. And she just has that charisma, that look, and she still doesn't believe it. And I think it happens to a lot of people that are like bound to just really do good. But anybody that knows Em, he's seen her on stage, knows as much as I do when they watch her that she will definitely qualify. And it's not an if, it's a it when, definitely when. And we all believe it. And I think it's so crazy because every time I tell her, well, this guy
I
or
just
this
laugh.
person at the gym that I spoke to, like we all agree that you're going to qualify.
I just
She's
laugh.
like, she laughs and she's like, "You're dumb, you're stupid, you want." And then I'm like, "Don't self-sabotage." Like seriously, like she doesn't have that belief, but I'm like, you really should, like she really should, and I'm sure you're there to like tell her that, and a lot of people do, but I don't know. When it comes from me, she won't believe it. But
We'll
I
see.
say it because I know I've seen it, and I know how fast she progressed. So Em is definitely going to qualify, but
We'll see.
I have no doubt she will be in first callouts multiple times.
We'll see. We'll see.
No doubt.
I would bet money that you're gonna get close, if not qualify, the first year you step
guys are
on stage
hilarious.
She keeps saying
Like,
that.
hilarious.
It's not a joke, dude.
No, and it's like there's so many, like look at how well Brie did, like Campardo her first
Yeah.
year. Like you have that it factor. You have that
Thank you.
look when you get on stage.
Yeah.
And I think that your ability to be humble like this and tell people they're fucking crazy and like that you're not going to be that arguably is a superpower for you, because you're not doing it because you want to qualify, or well obviously you want to, but you know what I mean, you're not doing it because you're like, yeah, I'm going to
No,
be
like,
out.
and that's
She's never cared for it. It's never been like her thing. She's like, oh, if I do it, good. If not, whatever.
like people are like, oh my god, so like is your end goal Olympia? And I was like, sure.
That'd be cool.
I said that would be sick. It's
So-
hilarious.
Do you have any plan right now, or are you kind of just
We have shows.
doing your thing like you did the last?
We have shows, so I'll share them. You get the first. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
You get-
God.
I
What a
know.
bomb drop on the pod. Let's go.
So because
Let me just pull out my notebook.
yeah, we're like 1 second. Let me reserve the dates. Yeah, we decided
No,
on
I'll
some
be there.
shows, and like Atlas was cool with them, so I think they're like confirmed. I just need to like double check the dates, and I think that I can get it off work 100%. But first show of the season is probably going to be Optimum in LA, because it's a bit smaller, so that I can get the jitters out, get kind of like how he wants to like peek me into the show, like kind of the look that we want. And I'll probably rotate, like we want to do 4 shows, and because we got a wedding to pay for, but 4 shows, so I'll probably do 4 different suit colors. So Optimum is one, and then second one is going to be Legions, so bigger. I've always wanted to do Legions because like the superhero backdrops, so dope. Then Toronto is maybe a contender. And then the 4th one is Chicago or Tampa.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh my God, that's gonna be so fun. I love that it's the point system again
Me
too.
too.
Like personally, so
too.
glad they switched back to that, because I couldn't even watch the Olympia this year. I was like, why is there so many fucking girls on this stage? And it's like, how do you expect these judges to even be able to pick someone who's brand new out of 75 girls and be like, you know what? Actually, I think you need to be up on
Yes.
first callouts. It's like you're obviously just gonna breeze through it, call up the 5 that are always in the fucking top 5, and then just pick from
Yeah.
them. So I'm like, this is just so good, and to be able to see like someone like you have a shot at like getting there and then actually getting looked at. You know what I mean? Like that's the biggest thing is to get to the Olympia, amazing. But to get to the Olympia and
Do well, like place well.
be looked at even, you know, it's like I can't even watch it right now. There's so many girls up
Yep.
there and it's after men's physique. It's like no, all these guys look the
I
same. Like
literally I know, and I was like I need like I like this point system, and like because I'm not gonna like be down on myself if anything happens when we compete in the pro ranks. Like I just want to have fun, and I think it's so cool. And what I was saying is I've always done like either one or two shows in a year. Actually, that Alberta Open in Toronto is my first time doing two shows back to back. I've always done one a year. And so I think being able to like be in a pro league now, I get to just choose whatever show I want to do and hop into it. That is what I'm excited about because I just love being on stage, and that's the moment I really enjoy. And so that's what I'm excited for is like getting to have like different looks and like playing around with like how I look on stage and different posings and yeah, I'm just and Pat will be at the show too doing it. So the fact that I get to compete with Pat, it's amazing. And like my brother is also a classic pro. And his last show he did was in Vancouver and he placed third against Jaws and Branch. Amazing. And then I'll get to compete with him. So I'm like, dude, that's a whole family.
I love that
Yeah.
so much. And it's such a moment because you guys have all waited for like this since 2022, you know, since you were like, I'm gonna
I
hang the
can't believe
heels
it.
up till now, where you guys get to like come full circle
Yeah.
and like check this
That
box.
was
That's so
this has been my
special.
dream. So like right now I'm living my dream. I'm like if I can compete with Pat and Adam at the same time and be like and do like family pro shows, I said to myself before I turned pro, I was like this is my dream. And so I'm living it and so like that's I'm kind of just like at that point where I'm just so content and it's not like okay now I have this. And I think people get caught up in that. Like, you know what Sebum was saying? Like when he's won, he's like, there's always this and then this and one after another and not just like living the journey. Holy crap, I'm just so I'm happy. Like I'm just like this is sick.
I was just going to go back to this photo that I had pulled up because the top, enjoy being in the process of
That was my
becoming,
quote for the
when I, it's really what it's
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Like, that's, and now you get to just enjoy
Yeah.
this. It's sure there's pressure, but it's not from in here. It's external pressure, you know, like everybody else watching you, but you just want to have fun. You just want to enjoy your time with the people that mean the most to you, and that's so
Yeah. Like
special.
I'm like
Oh, I'm so
this is
excited
it.
for
This
you.
is amazing. So it's pretty cool. And then if like I qualified for the O, like sick, that's a cherry on top. Like that's amazing. But it's never been like I've never set that expectation of like, okay, I turned pro, now I need to go to the O. What I will say that I have though that I do is that and I wanted to mention this for like people who are taking an off season is I know that they're always like don't compare yourself and I never do when I'm on prep. But at least to people that I'm competing against. But what I will say is I've always compared my physique to pro level competitors and Olympians. I always do. And I think that's what really helped me know if I was ready or not because I would literally take my check ins and compare them to Olympians and be like, okay, they have this, they have the outer glute, they have the adductor, like they look balanced. And I would do that. And I would like heavily critique myself, not in a way that, you should never compare about who you're going up on stage with. But I would do it in a way where I'm like, do I look pro? And I would compare like that every almost
Are you still doing
hell
that?
yeah. But now I do it with like just Olympians. And I'm like, I need to get there. And so my mentality when I was in the gym is to train like a pro when I was an amateur. And now my mentality as pros to train like an Olympian. So like I'm just it's like pushing myself to the next step, but I have that no expectation. It's just like the mindset.
Yeah, I love that so
Hmm.
much. And so you value taking a long off season. You value being able to live a balanced lifestyle in your off
Hmm.
season. You obviously attribute that to all of your success in this
Yeah.
season. Was this off season that you're taking a little bit more structured than your last ones?
No. So like
No.
I don't want to say no. My last off seasons, because it was myself, um, I will tell you this, which is absolutely crazy to hear. This off season, I'm checking in and I'm accountable with that. And my trainings are good and I'm really watching my progressive overload. So because I still train to this day 5 leg days a week, I have like 3 glute isos and then hams and quads. So I really focus on compounds when I'm training. At the beginning of my leg days, I'll do at least 2 compounds, the rest accessory, and 2 or 1 depending on the week. I'll like rotate. 2 will be like progressive overloads, and then 1 be like a more like high volume training. So I really like know what I'm doing now in terms of my training. In terms of my food, I'm definitely way better. I'm back with James now. I took 3 months off because we went to Italy. But girl, I'm telling you, I enjoyed. I went to Stampede post show. I ate what I wanted. I did hit my protein goal. It was amazing, and I had my best friends here. I missed the gym for 3 days. I wasn't freaking out. You don't lose muscle with a week off the gym. Let me just should be like a header for everyone. Yeah. Do you look fat?
Imagination.
Yes, because you have no pump or glycogen in your muscles. So like, yeah. Um, and then when we went to Italy for 12 days and I did not track anything. I did not go to the gym. It was fantastic, and I think that people need to give themselves grace, because if you are on it 365, you're going to crash out. Like you're not going to perform well because you're going to be so stressed. So the balance for me is like take some time off, have like a diet break for a bit. I mean, don't eat like an asshole, but like give yourself some grace so that when you do come back in, it's almost like a reset and you're able to be like, okay, I'm ready to enjoy it. And so I was very excited to eat again well. Went back from Italy and train. So I came back with James back in like October, and I will say I've been hitting my diet perfectly, except 1 day a week I have a cheat. And I'll maybe like graze on like, and he knows I'll graze on like chocolate covered almonds, popcorn, off my plan, but I'm never hard on myself at all.
Oh my God, I've got shit in my
What?
cupboard and I'm just like, let me just eat like a handful of
Oh,
these and then I walk
yeah.
away because I'm like, but you know what? That stops me from going through those periods of like
Yes.
binging on stuff like
Yes.
that because I don't restrict myself. I allow myself to have a little bit of fun. And that is so important because it does way less damage than a sitting of eating everything all at once than like a few handfuls of
Yes.
things.
And like I will admit, like the
Yeah.
couple, I want to say like 3 to 4 weeks post show, I was like so inflamed, and I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm like fat. Like I was just like, oh my God, I'm so inflamed. I feel like crap. I need to get back on, and I it's because I've been literally eating whatever I want. And a lot of it was just
Yeah.
like Krispy Kreme donuts and things that like you're craving. But then I was also having things like homemade soups because I enjoy cooking. Um, and then the moment I got back on, I was like, what I do and what I tell people is like, if you want to go back on the plan but you're having hard times, like food swaps for one, love it, like hitting macros, but like food swaps help me, and then like adding things in, like we were talking about, is little like things you can graze on that aren't bad. But then I would have like tzatziki in my chicken meal, so it didn't feel like a prep meal, like you know.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. I make like burger bowls and stuff like that, but they fit the same. It's basically what my
Yeah,
meal plan is, but it's
yeah,
not. So,
exactly.
no, I totally
Different
get that.
foods.
It's so important. And like you said at the beginning of this is your entire identity cannot be bodybuilding because it can be taken away from you so quickly, just in the blink of an eye, and it's like you need to have purpose without it at the same
That's
time.
honestly, yeah, let me like I had wrote some things down that I wanted to mention, to be honest. I'm so type A.
Oh my God, no, go for it. I'm like looking at my questions. I'm like, she's
Like
answered
we've touched on
these. Like,
them. No, like um
yeah.
let me let me see. A lot of the times too is if like if people want to remain, this is the main thing I guess I want to say, is if your feedback is you need to grow or add density, I think that's when you know that's when you need to take an off season. And the moment that's your feedback, if your feedback is, conditioning, like you need to come in more conditioned, or like posing, or you know, you looked flat, like certain things with manipulation change, then yeah,
Refinement,
like don't
yeah.
take an off season potentially. Try again, refine, you know. Um if it's grow, that to me is like the ultimate indicator logically that you need to take an off season. And so I think that's like one thing that I wanted to mention. And the other thing too is changing your mindset, like I talked about, from like off season being scary. And I think a lot of people tie their identity to prep because the external validation we get from it being such a niche sport that the general population will comment on it and be like, you look insane. And then that outside validation is such a dopamine hit. And people get more of that when they're prepping versus when they're in off season and post a photo where they think they still like where they look like the general population when in reality you still don't, you look insane still, but you're not getting as much external validation. And so that's when people spiral.
Yeah, and you have to have that purpose when you come out of prep. You can't do it for the validation. You literally cannot do it for the likes on Instagram or the amount of followers that you gain on Instagram. It has to be more
Yeah.
than that because it'll never last if that's what and the off season is terrible if that's what you tie your worth
Yeah.
to. It's awful. You feel like
You.
shit, like you
You.
think everybody
Yeah.
hates you. It's like, no. And
Cool.
that's my first 2 years were really rough, but now I'm like I'm just a weirdo on social media. So people just their engagement never ends with me because I'm
You are
just
yourself,
insane.
which is
So,
huge. And
mhm.
you know, the other thing too is I find that a lot of people with when they're in off season, they lose the like purpose, and I get that feeling. I get it. When you're on prep, you have the routine, and it feels like your life is so put together, and it feels like you're conquering everything. And then when off season happens, you're like, oh my god, like my purpose is kind of gone because you can have that. I don't need to go to the gym today. Like for me, I'm like pretty good with my meals now that I have a coach again. But do I miss cardio? Yeah, I do. Like, and do I feel bad about it? No. Like, do I miss the gym? Sometimes I'll literally be like, I don't want to go today. I'm just gonna take a rest day, and like you won't lose muscle from missing one session or going 3 times, 4 times. Like, give yourself, you know. And so, for me, I was just like, I'm excited to enter off season and focus on other things I really want to do, i.e., dance classes. I actually want to take piano lessons. I like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not like musically inclined. My family is. So like I really want to get into that. And that is like such a beautiful time where it's like, okay, the hard work is done. Now you can like explore other facets in life plus doing bodybuilding. Like how amazing is that? So that's how I look at it.
Oh, I spent the last like 6 months of my life thinking about this podcast. And I was like, I'm not fucking doing this until I'm out
Yep.
of prep because one, I didn't have the energy
Yes.
or the time to do
Yes.
it. And I know I'm not myself in prep. I mean, I am,
It's
but it's like
different.
I'm not as bubbly or
Yes.
happy or
Yes.
funny.
Oh my
And
God,
then
yes.
as soon as I came out, I was like, time to start
Yes.
a million
Yes.
projects because it's like I have all this time and I am so passionate about many different things
Yeah.
and bodybuilding. So I was like, how can I be just as involved with the community and
Amazing.
just the industry, but not be so hyper focused on being stage lean? And I think that is a huge contributor to the way that I've been able to handle
Yeah.
this transition from stage lean to off season is like, I'm so
Yeah.
busy. I don't have time to look
Right?
in the mirror and go, you're
Thank
fat.
you. No,
Like,
it's so true. It's like instead of a scale and a look, how do you feel? Like fully. Also, I think I'm an anomaly because I don't like my lean face. I don't like it at all. 6 weeks out and above, love. 6 weeks out and less, no. Don't even come near me with a camera. Like I do not like how I look when I'm lean. I want my boobs back. I want my butt back. Like give me the food. So that's just me. But I know I've talked to some people and they're like, especially guys, they're like, oh my God, I love how I look when I'm lean. I'm like, of course you do. Your jaw's chiseled. Like you have like crisp paper cut abs. Like, yeah, I get it. But I was like, you also look so healthy in the off season. And like, you don't need to attribute off season to being fat. You know, it's being healthy.
dude, if you're a bodybuilder, none of us
A
are
million percent. A million percent.
fat. That's the hardest thing that like people don't understand. who aren't in the industry, like when we use that
Yeah.
word, we understand that we are using it out
Yeah.
of line. We understand that
It's
like
so
it's
true.
not actually like
Really.
what it means. I had a girl go off on me one time in my
Yeah.
story because I posted it and I was just like, I'm so sorry, I'll delete this. Like you're right. But it's not the same term to us. It's just having body
Yes.
fat because we know what it's like. We know what it's like to be sub 10% and like you walk and nothing moves. And then you're in your off season, it's like all of a sudden your legs are touching again and you're like,
Or like for me, the
what?
biggest thing
Like,
is like, and I know you probably do this too, is like bikini girls. Like I'll get up from sitting on the toilet and I'll like touch my like ham tie-ins as they're leaving when I'm like transitioning to an off season. I'm like, are they there? Are they there? And I'll like keep feeling underneath my
yeah.
like butt and I'm like, where are my tie-ins? And then, you slowly see, but then yeah, like your shape changes, like your posing changes, but I will say what keeps me really getting my validation from within and not externally is comparison photos. I love the use of comparison photos for yourself. Being like, oh, like I'm heavier, but how do I look from last year's? You know? Yeah. I was like super pumped to see this. I was like, that was so sick.
Insane there. What the
Yeah, I was really
fuck?
excited. And like at this point, when was this? Oh yeah, so I posted in October. I took this, I want to say like uh we were 4 weeks out here. So I was ready. But I just like remember I was posing and I was like I feel good. I feel good about this. I'm not like overly dead. I was actually this was probably mentally my best prep. Like me and Pat prep together and I will say I know some couples don't vouch for that. That's all we're going to do moving forward. Our worst times, relationship wise, has been when one of us is prepping while the other one isn't.
It's tough because one person is just like living their life and the other person is actually going through it. And my boyfriend, he's not a competitor. He's very much in the like in the world of bodybuilding, but he would never
Fair.
compete. He's a
Yeah.
lawyer. And it's just like there's no fucking way. Like he's so busy. And he loves the gym. It's his outlet. And he's like, I don't ever want it to be
Yeah.
I have
Good
to
job.
do this. It's I want to
Yeah.
do this. Yeah. And so it's very good that he's self-aware, but boy is it
Yep.
hard to watch him eat some Subway or like A&W when I'm in like and he's very respectful. He'll never eat it
Yeah.
around me or anything. Even though I'm pretty okay. There are people who like flip their lids and
Oh,
like can't
I
be around
know.
food. Whereas like I'm like, can I watch you
Same. I
eat
mean,
that?
I want
Like
to
can I
smell it.
smell
Yeah.
it?
It's like I want to smell
Yeah.
it. I literally,
I'm like chewing gum while he's chewing and I'm like, I can taste that
it's
burger.
so funny. Oh my God. It's so funny. My very first prep, I was just like, oh my God, I can't wait to have that. Like my friends would be eating in front of me. I'd go out to restaurants with them and I'd get like a Diet Pepsi and I'm like, oh, it smells so good. Like, I don't know. We're just like a different breed. Like it becomes a job. And that's people are like, how do you adhere to your plan? I'm like, it's my job. Like it's a job to me. And like if you have good work ethic, then you're built for this fully.
Yeah, I remember there was a time I was in gym class when I was, I don't know,
Yeah.
11, and there was like a fitness like competition like
Yeah.
test, and it was like who can do the most sit-ups in this
Like,
like one fucking round. And I'm like,
yeah,
me. Have I ever done this many sit-ups? No, but I don't give a fuck.
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
win.
do as many as I can. And I just remember one of the kids from across the room was like, "Okay, Kaylee, we can see your abs from here." And it's like I didn't have abs. I was a fat kid. But like I'm so competitive and when I want
Yeah,
something, there is literally nothing that will
good.
stop me, especially my own actions. Like
Exactly.
it's it's so you're so in control of your own choices and your own
Yeah.
actions that being around it when you're that deep in prep, it's not worth eating something off plan and ruining your
No.
prep. Like you've worked so hard.
Yeah, and like I will admit, like for me, like the first couple weeks are always hard because you're just like, oh my God, the cravings are wild. But like I always wait that 3 week mark, the cravings go away. Cravings just like are
Yeah.
done. And at that point, I'm just like, okay, it's cruise control. It's time to just be repetitive. and like then it becomes so much more easier, right? So I love off season. I love being able to like have good pumps. So I just view it so differently. It's like you have more energy, you have more flexibility with time and schedule. Your pumps are better, your lifts are better, you're able to bodybuild and change your physique for the next season. I love going to the gym and being able to push literally half of my prep. I was going to the gym or like just doing high volume. I was like, I
Yeah,
feel
because
like
there's no progressing when
no,
you're that depleted. Like, yes, it's possible to grow through prep, but you have to be like an amateur level
yeah,
athlete. Like, you know what I mean? To put on body like like mass when you're that lean. Because my first couple preps, like I definitely grew through
mhm,
them. This one,
yeah.
mm-mm,
That's
no.
exactly.
Like,
And you're still natural, hey?
yeah, for another couple weeks. I get my
Hey,
blood work next
hey, I
week.
just got
I
today.
know. So someone commented, it was actually
Oh
Bella,
yeah.
she messaged me. She was like, "Dude, did you hop on?" I was like, "No, not yet." She was like,
Like
"Shut the fuck up. This is gonna
it,
be
your girl,
crazy."
it is crazy for someone who has a genetic structure like you who's just like insane. I'm so excited for you because I remember when I started, I was like, "Oh my God. This is insane." And like I I was very clear on like let's keep the femininity and I'm not like
Yeah,
I mean, I still look feminine, my voice is still feminine. Like I was like I'm not touching anything hard, but I was like let's dabble with the Barbie like mix. So I was like let's do it. And then the pumps are insane. The strength in the gym is insane. It's
can't
insane.
wait.
I just got
Truly.
blood work today, so I'm like ready.
Yeah. No, I have been waiting for so long for my coach to be like, "Yeah, okay. We can finally like do it." But I understand why he didn't let me until now because it's like I took second in my class at
Yeah.
Toronto Pro,
Exactly.
open, natural,
Exactly.
natty. What the
That's
fuck? And then Vancouver, I won my
yes.
class, and it's like I literally did worse in the natural division because Rudy was like, "This girl is a
Exactly.
natty." Like I
That's what
swear
I
to
said
God,
to
he thought I
people.
wasn't,
I
and
think I said that to like Andy. I was like, dude, like how she's natural. And then Andy was like, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, that's insane, dude. Like, I was like, the moment that this girl hops on anything, you're lights out. And you're already lights out. Like, it's
excited.
scary. So I'm like, how old are you too?
I'm very excited. I'm 28,
We're like the same. Yeah,
actually.
I'm 27. So it's like, that's
Yeah,
not,
that's why
yeah.
he's like, well, and I want kids, and like, I'm like, I can't be like 40 years old still chasing this fucking dream. Like, can we just
Can
hurry
we
up?
just
Like,
I mean, honestly, I
Jesus.
think I mean, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
like promote that, but like if you're thinking about it, I think if you're older than 25, it would be an okay move. I don't want to say it's a smart move because it's, enhancement, but it's the name of the game and if you want to compete and like be a contender, it's the girls look insane.
You can pick the natural bikini girls out on stage when you watch the
Yeah.
Olympia. Like, you know which ones aren't taking anything, and it's like, I don't want to be
Oh,
that
girl,
girl. I want to get up there and people will be
oh,
like, "Holy
yeah.
fuck, what is
Well,
going
you
on?"
see it in your
Yeah.
check-in. Like at the gym, I'm off right now, and I'm like, my pumps are just like not as good, and I look flatter. Now, I can't wait to hear about it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Everyone will hear
Yeah,
about it, trust. Because I'm such an open book. It's like I'll just share everything and anything with anyone. I don't even
that was
care.
like me
Judge
too.
me.
That was like me too. I'm
Like,
like, oh, like people are like, you have this done, you have that done, you've taken, you're enhanced. I'm like, yeah, and they're like, oh, you don't hide it. I'm like, no.
no, because like your story yesterday, that was like someone said you looked like supernatural. And you were like, I just went and got my lips done. Because what the
I was
fuck?
like, what? Like she fully came up to me in the gym. I was doing a hip thrust, and she like tapped me on the shoulder. She's like, "You dyed your hair back to brown." I was like, "I did," and she's like, "Wow, you look so much younger. Like you look like a little kid, and you look so naturally pretty." I was like, I was like, that was definitely a compliment, but like not my type. I was like messaging my like injector. I was like, "Girl, fit me in, get me."
Ow. Like, load me
Yeah,
up.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I wish I could. I wish I got my lips done for the first time this
Yeah.
year, and 4 weeks later they
Did
were
you get them
gone.
during prep?
My no, it was off
Metabolism.
season. I just metabolized stuff like, dude, I'm eating like triple the food I've ever eaten right now. And it's like, it's just
Oh my God.
incinerating. Like, I don't know.
Girl,
Yeah, I get Botox and then like a week later,
God,
it's like,
yeah. Well, I really want to post more content, but then I look at my gym lifts when I videotape them, and I'm like, who is allowing me to make these noises, and who is allowing me to make these facial expressions when I'm lifting? I'm literally watching the video back, and I'm like, girls look so cute when they post when they're lifting. Like, I need to crop my head. And like, my brother comes up to me in the gym a lot, and he's like, you're so funny. He's like, we have the same facial expressions when we train. I'm like, that is not good. I'm like, I don't want to hear
no, people are like, wow, you look so much like your dad. I'm like, thanks.
oh, oh.
Can you stop?
Like, that is not a compliment. I'm like, okay. At this point, I wish I had
God.
sisters to be compared to, not a
Love
brother.
I know I only have a brother
Yeah,
too.
so
And he looks like my mom.
it's
Go
like, yeah,
figure.
that's like mine too. But I honestly, I just like, I think that if the feedback is to grow, to just enjoy your off season, to embrace the physique, to embrace the lifts, to never feel guilty, and honestly, like I think once post show, I was like, if any girl wants to reach out to me because they're struggling, I'm an open book, but also I'm such like a empath. I'm a Cancer. I love chatting about emotions. I'll probably cry with you.
Stop
Yeah.
it. I'm a Pisces, so water signs.
Yeah,
We're like this.
literally.
Cancer and Pisces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm like, just talk to me. Like, I live for that stuff. I love helping people. Like, that's what I do. That's my job.
Yeah. This is very refreshing
Yeah.
for me because the last 3 years I've been so
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
And I beat myself up that it's like because I didn't take perfect off seasons or I wasn't checking every single box that
No,
I didn't deserve
no,
it. That's why I didn't
no.
win, you know? And so you being the walking epitome of someone who
Yeah, you don't.
knows the definition
Oh
of
my God.
balance, and
Mm-mm. You don't need a perfect off
more
season.
people need to hear
You don't
this.
need a perfect off season. If you look at Seabum and Laura Lee, they preach what I'm preaching, and they won the O. Like, you don't need to. And Pat is also this. He had perfect off seasons, and then did his worst placing when he did the shows, and then he had an off season, and it was balanced, and he did his best. It's hilarious. So, never feel bad.
I know, and so many people have said that it's like you can suffer the most. You can literally not put a single sauce on your chicken and rice meal through prep trying to be perfect and still show up and take dead last. It's like
And I will say this is that because I've been not like a long-term competitor, but because of this, I'm very, I'll see people who post and it's like, oh my God, like, okay, let's put this out, for example. I can't even get my thought process because I'm so excited to share this. But when you're given, let's say 100 grams chicken and 100 grams of rice for a meal, right? And 100 grams of veg. I am the one when I first started prep to be like, I can't be one gram over. I can't. Now, last season, 2 grams over for chicken. I was like, good, sounds great. Bob's your uncle, let's move. So like that,
for
like
real.
I'm saying, like some people are so like regimented, and I'm type A. Like there's 3 extra grams of rice. I'm not gonna pick in with my hand. I'm just like, all right, it's nothing. Like, now I'm not saying do that with like,
I'm down.
fats. You're like 4 grams over. No.
Oh, it's a little different. It's like, for me, it's like 70 grams of chicken is the same as 80, right? Like, if I'm a little hungry, like, it's
Yeah,
the
I'm
same
like,
thing. But I know almond butter is very different.
fats are high calories, people. Okay, so like carbs and protein, I'm like, it's to me, I'm just like, I'm 1
Yeah.
gram over. Lord help me, like we're good. So I will say that, like, people just need to not be so hard on themselves. Like, I was not 1,000,000%, and I mean, I think I missed like 3 trainings during my entire prep because of injury, and then I hit all my cardio, but then there was like 2 days where I was sick, so I didn't hit my meals. Still, yeah, I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm not turning pro, or oh my God, I'm not winning. Like, it just wasn't that. It was like, oh, it's okay. That was it.
Do you weigh yourself in prep other than your check-in days? Or sorry, in off season other than your check-in days? Or do you kind of just...
always the
Just,
check-in days, but I'm never a daily weight gal.
Mhm.
Never. Even on prep. Never. I'll weigh in like maybe the day before my check-in to kind of see my trend. Last night I had a cheat meal, so I weighed myself this morning to see. I always see my trend of how much I go up a cheat meal. I'm like very subjective. I know that I'm like gonna gain weight, so I'm not like expecting it to drop, that my metabolism is the way it is.
Just
Yeah.
water.
So I just want to see like how much. Because with James, I have X amount of calories to have for a cheat meal. So like he's a bit different.
Okay.
It's not like here have a burger. It's here have extra 1,000 calories on top of your base diet. So I want to see kind of what my trend is depending on what foods I have, and then I don't weigh myself to my check-in, and that's it.
I have so many clients, they are so hyper
No,
fixated on that scale, and I'm like, can you just throw it
no,
out? Like if you're a lifestyle competitor, I'm like, I'm not even looking at this number.
it's
Like
so.
I'm looking at your
Me too. Me
photos.
too. Sometimes my clients will be like, my scale's stressing me out. I'm like, perfect. Don't use it for a month. Just send me your photos.
Me, what's your address? Shows up with a fucking
Literally.
hammer and just
Rolls it out
smashes.
the window. You're like,
Literally takes it with me. I'm like, fucking, you're never touching it
it's
again.
so
Like, the only
true.
scale you're using is your food
Thank you.
scale.
Like,
Like,
I will
stop.
say that, like, if, like, I am pretty good with, like, keeping my food scale on hand and, like, measuring my protein. But if I'm at the mall and I'm having a really long day and I'm starving and I'm like, okay, I'm still Christmas shopping, I'm getting a poke bowl. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to replace it for one meal because that's, like, kind of equivalent. So, like, that's what I'll do. And I'm not going to be like searching and be like, how much rice was this? Like, what's the calories of a poke bowl and like equating it? I'm just like, it's a meal. Has protein? Sick. Yeah.
Yeah. We covered so much so fast. You're amazing.
How
You
much do you
crushed
usually
this.
have?
Oh, this is about the same, but I
We
feel
should talk.
like we were able to go through so much in this amount of time, whereas like it's a little
Yeah.
harder previous to like get everything in there. What is one message you want every woman listening to take away about off seasons, growth phase, and body love?
Oh my gosh. What is one message? To really find happiness in all phases of bodybuilding fully, and to never tie it to how your body is, but how you feel. Fully how you feel. Like, tie everything to your mood and your energy and how you are to people and how people are to you. Like, the biggest thing and the biggest message is like, never look for external validation, and make sure the internal validation is honest. Truly. I've been having a hard time over the past like week just with like image and just like being hard on myself. And I was like, damn, you know what? I need to stop scrolling and really break that and put like little notes on my mirror and just be like little notes to remind yourself, because it's so funny. We are so good on prep where we're like, we look sick, but then in off season we don't say those things to ourselves. So just talking good about yourself, saying good things about yourself, so they ingrain. That's my one message, is say one
You're like
beautiful.
the 1%.
Say one good thing about yourself every morning, and that's what I would say, and see how that changes your life over the next few months.
Yeah, if you can get to stage ever, there's not a lot of people that could say they've done that, and you should be proud of that, and don't let the lines fading or a little bit of body fat diminish just how hard you've worked and all the things that you're able to
Yeah,
accomplish.
even a place.
Truly, it's so much more than
Yeah,
that.
even a like a placing of where you are on stage,
Oh
like
yeah.
it's a judging panel, and it's the day of. I always say that. I'm like, it's the day of how you look and what you bring on that day. And a lot can change. You can be sick, you can mess up water manipulation, your flight inflammation. Enjoy the journey, because if you just enjoy that one day and base it off that one day, you're gonna be screwed.
That's like someone who gambles, like not winning a thing of blackjack, and they're like, I'm the
Yes.
worst. I'm never gambling
Yes.
again.
Like,
Those motherfuckers are gonna keep gambling.
you're gonna keep going, guys, and you're gonna lose it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I tell people too. I'm like, truly, it's
Yeah.
gambling. There's no, those people that are judging you are just
Yes.
people with
Everyone,
opinions.
oh my god, I think AJ Miles and I like chat a few times, and she always posts, she's like, the moment I just stopped caring about what people think, my life got better, because no matter what you do, everyone's gonna say something. So like why not just do what
I
you
love
want to
her.
do when people are still saying that? Because even if you conform to what they want, they're still going to say stuff that are bad. So just do what you want. So take your off season,
Seriously.
grow your glutes, and eat your food. And the best time of the year is off season, honestly,
For real.
for real.
It is. You get to be a human being at the same time as doing the thing that you love.
Exactly what I say. Like you get to enjoy the gym. Oh,
Mhm.
I will say,
That's what it's
I'll tell you
about.
too. I'm in the process of probably picking my first suit color. Do you want to see it?
Yeah. Do you want me to
Three,
cut it
two.
out? I'll cut it out of
Sure,
the
sure. I'll show you.
Okay. I'm gonna turn it black and white
Yeah,
so
do
people
it.
can see my
Do
reaction.
it.
Shut the fuck up. It's gonna look so
And I'm gonna go a bit
good.
darker.
Oh
I'm
my
probably gonna go a bit darker.
god.
Not like black, but like
With the dark
yeah,
hair.
dude. Yeah. And
I
then I was
love
also
that so
thinking
much.
maybe something like this. Ivy Iskander, her recent suit against Amy.
I think so.
But it's like
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, I remember seeing her posing there was
oh,
crazy. She looked so
she
good.
honestly, she's gonna be probably top 5 next year. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see what happens this year at the O because this year was just like nobody seen that coming. So next year is just like so
I
up in
hope
the air.
that.
Like anyone could come in. Yeah. I'm really interested to see where those girls go and who actually shows up
I know
next
because
year.
Phoebe's back. She just posted, and then Jen.
She's back. Isa is coming back this year too. She just posted, I think I seen it yesterday, that she's coming back to
Wow.
stage this year. Is she still with
Yeah,
James?
yeah.